Hey, this is Brothers and Sisters channel. Have you ever heard about the circadian rhythm? Life cannot exist without organisms' engineered ability to keep track of time on a 24-hour day and night cycle called a circadian rhythm. Even sophisticated electronic machines such as computers or microcontrollers have a central clock or oscillator. The critical design feature must be in place for complex systems to work on schedule, interface with other systems components, and interact with the environment. The circadian clock in plants and animals are far more advanced than those in man-made systems. These living clocks regulate many aspects of genetics, metabolism, physiology, growth, and behavior in numerous types of cells and tissues throughout the entire organism. In fact, animals typically have not only a centralized circadian clock in their brain, but also many peripheral clocks in different tissues and organs. These peripheral clocks regulate temporal and spatial organization and physiology in whatever cell, tissue, or organ they are located, and they also keep systems in sync with the central clock in the brain. Clearly, a complex cellular communication network connects tissues and body parts within a time-based context, a phenomenon that still isn't fully understood because biological networks in plants and animals, large animals, are so complicated. Such systems are best studied in simpler organisms like fruit flies. A number of key regulatory gene families at the apex of circadian rhythm control. These genes produce proteins called transcription factors that act as master switches in the genome, turning on other genes. In fact, several of these genes produce proteins that are also responsive to light, modulating their function in the cell according to external light intensity and the type of light. Perhaps the most amazing thing is that the specific function of these peripheral clocks genes vary depending on the type of tissue the cell resides in, yet so localized systems still keep in overall sync with the organism's central clock. Not even electronic devices exhibit this level of dynamic complexity, with numerous circadian clocks interactively communicating across networks of tissues as well as within the same tissue. This level of interconnectivity and complexity is essentially impossible for humans to comprehend and unravel, yet its existence is unscientifically ascribed to the random process of evolution. An internetwork and interdependent systems like this is an excellent example of irreducible complexity, specifically the myriad of components that must be in place all at once for it to work. Appealing to evolution to develop this vast complexity is absurd and stupid. Only a masterful engineer could have put such a fantastic and orchestrated system as this into place. Not just once, but in thousands of uniquely created kinds of plants and animals. The more we understand about the genetics of living things, the more glory we should give to the Creator. Good is Creator, and we shall obey His rules, His 10 Commandments. If you like more of these videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I'll be with you soon. Bye bye.